Hey YouTube, and welcome to Silent Code Dev. Welcome to becoming a front-end developer from zero, day 3. And I just woke up. So I'm a bit yeah, I'm still waking up, so give me some time. But today we are going to be doing this current UI challenge. As you guys can see, already 2 people have participated, and the challenge ends in 6 days, so basically a week. And the challenge is to create this wow, look at that. And it has to be moving. Okay, I don't know about the moving part. I mean, actually, I think we can use some kind of like JavaScript, mouse, something like that. Okay, we're gonna try that. But first, we're gonna focus on creating the design, and then we can like try to do, when you move the mouse, it's gonna follow. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Okay, so let's start the challenge. I'm gonna download the Figma file. Like so. We're gonna go here. And I'm just gonna drag this here. Don't think it's gonna open. See, back to files. Let's try to drag this in here. Okay. All right, look at that. So again, we have the same thing as last time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new folder, and we're gonna call this I follow UI. I follow challenge. Index.html says, and I UI. So I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and create the I'm gonna create the actual HTML structure. So we have the body, and then we have the main, and inside the main we're gonna have a div, or we're gonna have a section. It's gonna contain 2 circles. Let's see if I can do this correctly. So div circles times 2, and inside, let's see, you're gonna name this div I. Like that, and in here cookie monster. Okay, so this is the HTML. You guys can see it's not so visible because we got to do the styling. So let's link the CSS, and as usual we're gonna do before, after, pseudo element, let's see, margin 0, 0 border border box sizing, border box, like that. And we're not gonna have an image, we're just gonna create elements. So we're gonna do the body, background, linear gradient, 90 degrees, and let's see. So let's see the color here. Yeah, guys, in the last challenge, I realized that I'd made a mistake because yeah, it's too strong here. It should be fading more. So oh yeah, we gotta have more of the white, I guess. So if I do there we go, I think. Yeah, it's still strong, right? I don't know how to like yeah, something like that. That looks a bit more accurate. Maybe it's too soft. Yeah. Anyways. So the reason I have minimum heights, because if it goes beyond 100 viewport height, which is from here to here, if we have a content that's like goes beyond that, it's gonna be able to expand, because if you just have height 100 VH, it can cause problems. So that's why I do that. We're gonna do display flex, justify content center, just so you guys see what's gonna happen. Align items center. So now we have it in the middle, and now we are going to target the main. Let's say main. So the main is gonna be this thing here, right? And this has like this is the color. We should really put it in the root, because there are different colors here. I mean, there's not that many different, so let's not do that. Okay, so the main has, let's see, main background color and height 609 pixels, width pixels, like so. And then we have this so we need to target it though. So this one, that's gonna be the section. So we're just gonna call it the cookie monster. So cookie monster. height 422. Now this is the width, but we can say height 432 pixels and width 422 pixels. Okay, so now we need to obviously center that. So we just need to push it 32 pixels. So margin top 32 pixels. There we go. Does it have any? Nothing like that. Okay, so now you guys can see this is inside, and I think I made a mistake because it should be outside the Cookie Monster, and we need to flex direction column. There we go. But yeah, so we don't want to, I mean, we want to flex it like that. Wait, let me see. Yeah, this is gonna create a problem. So this is correct, but we have an issue with let's inspect and find out. Maybe it's because we haven't applied. But why does it have like oh, top bottom? There we go. So here we are resetting the margin from top to bottom because we have already defined margin top to be 32, and then we have auto on the sides. So that's what you got to do. I used to say just auto, but that can cause problems. So you want to reset the margin top and bottom, and then auto, because you want to center it, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I mean, we can do the same thing for main. No. Okay. Yeah, because we have I gotta think. Oh yeah, we have this the width, I guess. Okay. So now we're gonna do we're gonna target the circle. So circle are 2. So let me just try to, it's essentially circle. So we're gonna do width 100 pixels, height 100 pixels, background color white, border radius 50%. Look at that. So I think I need to like wrap them because I need to control both of them, so I need to wrap them. So I'm gonna I container, and we're gonna put them in here. Oh, okay. Container display flex. like that. But we have an issue. We have an issue. There, look at that. Okay, so now we need to just get the right sizing on them. So yeah, so this color here, and they're like, and the width is the width 204 pixels. 204. Wow, look at that, guys. Starting to get to something. And I don't know, the gap, we have a little gap there. 10 pixels. Yeah, and then we want to center it in relation to the Cookie Monster. So Cookie Monster, like so. And then we want to do the eyes. So the eyes have to be individual, right? Because we're going to position them differently. So I'm going to say eye and 1. Eye 2, right? Because they're going to share the same, but so we can say we can just do like this. Eye 2. Yeah, so this is like actually black. So background color black, with pixels, height, and they're inside the circle, so they're not going to be able to go out, but we do need to like position them individually. So width 76, height 76 pixels, border radius 50%. Look at that, guys. Okay, yeah, and I'm just gonna say position relative, position position relative here, position absolute, I1 top. Okay, so that works. I'm just gonna like see, because I think we need to target them. Obviously we need to target them in so we're gonna try to eyeball this. I don't know exactly how. Oh, and yeah, we should have made it responsive, but because now it's not responsive at all. And the way you make it responsive is by making this smaller, right? So when you hit the mobile, we can do that later. Let's just focus on this. It's so everything's bothering me, like the small things. So let's try to just make this as close as the image as possible. So we can do like top 20%. I mean 20 pixels, maybe 10. Yes, looks maybe 15, something like that. And then we're gonna do 2. That's like, we don't even need the top here. I mean, we do need a little bit too much. And Z index. Yeah, it needs to go behind the so I don't know how I can like I need to edit. So let's see. We can Z index. Yeah, it's gonna hide. Yeah, circle also needs to have yeah, because you guys can see it's tucked in there, right? And I'm thinking like, okay, the Z index needs to be higher, and I needs to be like whatever. It's kind of so, but yeah, it looks very accurate to me. So now we need to like do the we need to figure out like script move mouse event. So the mouse move event is fired at an element when a pointing device, usually a mouse, is moved while the cursor's hotspot is inside it. So we want it to move because when we looked at the project here, let's see. Okay, so it's the entire yeah, it seems like the entire thing. So let's just finish this. We're gonna do this as well. So I'm tempted to put that in a container as well, guys. This also has a font, Enter. So let's Google Enter. Font. that. And okay, so because right now I don't have it in a div, right? So we're gonna just gonna cookie info or text container. Yeah, we don't need to put it in, but I just like to do it because it's easier to control it. So yeah, so we need to just do like margin, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, I could just see here. That's, I don't know why I did that, guys. Just pretend that I didn't do that. Okay, so top 16 pixels, 0 pixels, and 32 pixels. There we go. And the size of this is 64. Pixels. And $24. Yeah. And of course, margin. Yeah, we want to get them a little bit close. Okay, that's gonna ruin it. Yeah, let's just keep it like this, right? So this is okay. And let's read here. Is there like an example? Or some hover, mouse hover or something. Mouse hover. Mouse move. But this is a mouse move, right? It's just yeah, the examples here are not what I want. mouse follow. But it is mouse event, right? Because when the mouse, there's something to do with the mouse. Maybe pointer event. Boundaries, pointer over. Is there an example? Okay guys, so if I can't find in the documentation, we're just gonna script move and mouse move, something like that. 3 mouse and mouse down, mouse move and mouse up. This creates a drag and drop function. Let's see here. We can like Google like back in the old days, guys. Stack Overflow. Yeah, because I don't understand this, right? It's like, okay, E offset X, E offset Y. Yeah, this looks a bit complicated. But I don't want it to be a drag, right? But here we get the thing. I don't want the drag function. I want the element to move and follow the movement of the mouse. Okay, so you can use a high performance approach with request animation frame and CSS transforms. Basic mouse follower. So this method updates the element's position every time the mouse moves by listening to the mouse move. Okay, so we need the mouse move event. We were right about that, because it's gonna listen or like follow the mouse movement. So pointer events none. So window mouse move. Okay, use translate instead of top left because it's GPU. But why is it doing that? the browser. Okay, so I'm not sure if I get it, but we can try. It doesn't hurt to try. So we're gonna do script defer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna import these. So const first argument I guess we can attach ID. I think ID is the recommended thing to do. First I, second I, get element by ID, first I, second I, ID, second I. So just to see that it's working, we're going to do first I, don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, by the way guys, it's been a while since I did since I've done JavaScript, so I know that this is like, what the hell are you doing? I get it. So I just want to make sure that it works. So style, color, white. Maybe if we put in a function. Oh, maybe we should get an error message. Okay, so we know that the JavaScript is connected. Okay, so I'm doing something wrong. But either way, we know that it's connected, but I want to make sure that okay. I'm just trying to see. Mouse event pointer move. Okay. Add event listener. Mouse move. On mouse move. Test. So I just want to see if this actually works. Because now we have an event listener. Right. And yeah, again, guys, it's been a while since I've done JavaScript. So this is kind of like just test. What the hell? Oh, test. Just want the text to. Okay, so when we are moving, as you guys can see, we're getting the. Okay, so it's working. Now we need to target the eyes because we want the eyes to move. So first eye. X. Okay, let's check. So you have the X and you have the Y. I mean, you have the X and Y. Movement. Okay. I gotta ask AI, so let's see. Okay, so now I have the mouse move. Mouse move. Right. Onto my target. To move when mouse. Like, you guys get what I mean, right? Just I need to know how to. Yeah, we need to do this page X PX. Okay. So we're gonna try this. So style transform translate. So I guess the E is the event, and we're gonna do client X. Okay. Yeah, let me just yeah. Okay, so to move both elements, you need to update the style transform property for each one individually inside the loop. Okay, so we have an error there. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, you guys can see it's working, but it's not really how I wanted it to work. So I don't know if we can like limit the movements. Oh, we can't. So to so instead of moving the pupil directly to the mouse coordinates, you calculate the angle from the center of the eye to the mouse and move the pupil only as far as the radius allows. God damn. So yeah, this is a bit more complicated than I thought. I'm just gonna copy and paste this for fun, just to see, guys, what's actually gonna happen. So okay, so it's kind of working in a way. It's cool. Yeah, guys, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. I just yeah, I haven't gone so much into JavaScript to know this. So yeah, we're just gonna do the design. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And I told you guys again, we're gonna do more JavaScript. This is just like, I wanted to start out with HTML, CSS. I was very curious about how this would actually go about, because it looks easy, right? But because I know you have to do something with you have to capture the movement of the mouse but then you have to do some calculations, and yeah, I haven't done that much yet. So but we gave it a shot, and I guess that's what the video is about, right? Just learning and trying things out. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.